Hey you guys, this is Crystal. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I wanted to get on here just today to say the video I posted about the government shutdown. Seems like some people got their panties in a wad over it. I had people asking why I gave food to a pantry that was given to me. One, I did comment back on there. But one, if I'm not going to eat it, my daughter gave it to me. If I'm not going to eat it, I'm not going to sit here and hold on to it when somebody else could eat it. That would be stupid. When somebody else, would want that food. For another thing, somebody commented, why don't you buy your own food? I never said I didn't buy food. I do buy food, obviously. Just random things like that it's not Trump's fault, it's the Democrat, it's the Republicans, it's you guys. I don't care whose fault it is. The shit needs to stop, point blank. In Oklahoma, thanks to the tribal is picking up what the government has fucked up. Thanks to the tribal, because they don't let their people go hungry. I live in Oklahoma. I don't know about the other states if tribal is doing that. Also during the, they used to have the summer WIC that was shut off during this past summer. Tribal picked it up. The kids got, everybody got summer WIC. So that was like a card that they could get, milk, cheese, eggs, cereal, stuff like that, just like WIC, Tribal picked that up. Thank you, Tribal. Can we say thank you to somebody? Yeah, it can be Tribal, not to Trump or anybody else. And I know this is going to probably piss a lot of people off, me posting about this too, but I really don't care. But it seems like the only people we can count on at this point is God and tribal. So you don't need to come on here bashing me, saying I need to buy my own groceries, blah, blah, blah. I buy my own groceries. I'm not worried about my groceries. I'm worried about the kids and the elderly people that are going to be going hungry and without. And it don't matter if you're a Trumper or not, you should be worried about the same thing, because some of your family members could be in a predicament. So, if that gets anybody's panties in a wad, well, just leave it down in the comment. I'll be glad to read it. So, that's just what I wanted to get on here and say. I don't know if whoever draws SNAP or EBT, whatever they call it in your location, check tribal, because tribal is, if everything's not up and running, which I'm sure it won't be, check tribal, because tribal is supposed to be helping out the ones that were drawing SNAP benefits. That's what they call it here in my area. They're supposed to be picking up and helping those people with food and everything. Again, thank you, tribal, for that. I'm not Indian, so, I'm not Indian, but thank you to tribal for stepping up and taking care of the kids and the elderly. That was what was specified in there, the kids and the elderly, and that's the most vulnerable people to worry about, are the kids and the elderly. Some people, I've been reading comments about, well, people have all these kids just so they can draw food stamps. That's not the kids' fault, you guys. That's not the kids' fault if their mom's got 15 kids. The kids can't help it, and they still got to eat. So, somebody's got to feed them. And if the parents can't afford to, somebody else is going to have to, We can't let them go hungry. I mean, I don't care if it was the kid next door. If they were hungry, I'm going to give them food. I'm not going to be one to be like, well, your mom and dad should get a job or whatever, That's what's wrong with this country these days, because all these assholes out here that think, well, they shouldn't be having all them kids if they can't feed them and this and that. Well, people fall on hard times, and just because they may be drawing food stamps now don't mean they've drawn food stamps all their life. Or, you know, same thing about Social Security or SSI. People can't help it because they're disabled. And the people who draw Social Security, they paid that money in. That's their money. That don't belong to the government. That is their money that they've already paid in from working. You know, so people need to get their head out of their ass and put it back where it belongs, and see what's going on in this world. See if we can't figure it out a little bit. But that's what I wanted to get on here and let you guys know. If things don't pick up, check your trouble. I don't know if it will be in every area. This was for Oklahoma, what I read, and I am from Oklahoma. So, just check your areas. And I also seen that the food banks are preparing for mass amounts of people that are going to need food. You guys, in the town where I live, we have no food pantries. We have one church, like I said before, that gives food out twice a week, twice a month, and you're limited to 10 items, no more of 2 of the same item per household. That's not going to go far if you've got kids. And that most of it's like macaroni and cheese or canned food, you know, noodles, stuff like that. Not meat and stuff. That's why I took the fish down there in the first place to that church in case anybody needed it, you know. Because they said, why would you, that's like passing it through 5 hands. The fish stayed frozen. You know, it was in my freezer. I took it from my freezer and took it like 2 blocks down the road. I mean, it didn't unthaw that fast. So, I just want to hop on here and just put that out there. So, yeah, check tribal, see if there's anything in your area going on, because it may be food boxes, or they have done that in the past here, and I'd see lines of cars where they would give out like food boxes. So I don't know if they give so many boxes counting on how many's in there. I don't know how they do it, but I'd seen lines of people before doing that during COVID and all that. So tribal always tries to help their people out, you guys. So if you got, I'm sure everybody has a main tribal somewhere. Just check that out and see if you see anything, you know, that they're going to help with food or whatever in that location. God bless, and you all have a beautiful day.